They say every hospital has ghosts, not the kind that haunt hallways, but the kind that walk slowly, speak softly, and carry stories too heavy to be believed. But in Ward 9 of St. Helena Memorial, one ghost was very much alive, and one nurse was about to discover that. Mocking the wrong man can cost you more than your job. It can cost you your innocence. Nurse Clara Benton was known for two things: her sharp tongue and her sharper laughter. To the younger nurses, she was a mentor. To the older ones, she was a storm they avoided. And to the patients, she was tolerable at best. At 7:14 p.m., an ambulance wheeled in a frail man, late 80s, worn coat, mud-stained shoes, a folded paper in his shaking hand. No family, no identification, just a name whispered through cracked lips. "My name is Jonah Hale." Clara sighed. Another old man with stories, she thought. She had seen dozens. Men claiming to be war heroes, inventors, even secret agents. She had no patience for delusion. When Clara asked for his medical history, Jonah responded with something she found ridiculous. "I used to teach history," he murmured. "Huh? And I'm the Queen of England," Clara muttered. But Jonah continued. "I wrote books, many books. Maybe you've read one?" Clara couldn't help it. She laughed loud in his face. "You, books. Sir, you can barely hold a pen." His pale eyes dimmed, but he didn't argue. He just folded his paper tighter and turned his face to the wall. And for the first time that night, the monitors beeped just a little faster. Days passed. Jonah barely spoke except when Clara walked in. Then he attempted small talk, gentle humor, fragments of memories, all met with dismissive snorts and rolled eyes. One evening, during her shift, she overheard him whispering to a young volunteer, "People used to listen to me. Once, a senator called me friend." Clara scoffed from across the room. "A senator? Please. You're lucky if your landlord knows your name." The volunteer shot her a nervous look, but Jonah simply lowered his head. He didn't fight. He didn't protest. He just whispered, "One day, you will know the truth." Clara waved him off. "Sure, Grandpa. I'll put it on my calendar." But that night, something gnawed at her. Why did he have no ID? Why did he keep that paper so close? Why did his eyes hold a pain that felt too real to be imagined? She pushed the thoughts aside. Old men lie. It's what they do to feel seen. 2 weeks later, Clara was assigned to clean Jonah's room. He had been transferred for imaging, and the room was empty. On his nightstand lay the folded paper he always guarded. She hesitated, then unfolded it. It wasn't a letter. It was a draft chapter of a book. Typed, clear, detailed, titled, "The Fall of the Iron Crest. Syndicate, the Untold Inside Story." Clara frowned. The Iron Crest Syndicate was one of the darkest organized crime networks of the 1970s. Only one whistleblower ever escaped alive. One man whose identity was never revealed. Whistleblower. She rolled her eyes. Impossible. Still, the room felt colder. Later that night, during her break, Clara walked into the hospital library to look something up in the old history textbooks they kept for training. She didn't know what she was looking for, not exactly. But something inside her whispered, check. She found a dusty book titled Shadows of the Iron Crest, A Whistleblower's Tale. She flipped to the back, appendix, photographs, black and white. There, on the final page, was a grainy face, a younger man, sharp eyes, strong jaw, determined expression. The caption read, Jonah Hale, the man who risked everything to bring the syndicate to its knees. Clara froze. Same name, same eyes. Older, now faded, but unmistakably the same man lying in room 407. Her breath caught. The old man she had mocked, the man she laughed at, the man she dismissed as delusional, was a national hero. A man who saved countless lives by exposing a criminal empire. A man who had been hunted for decades. A man now under her care. Clara's throat tightened. Her palms trembled. And for the first time, guilt hit her like a tidal wave. Clara rushed toward the imaging department, heart racing. But halfway down the hall, she found chaos. Doctors running, nurses shouting, security being called. A voice barked, Patient Jonah Hale is missing. Her world tilted. What do you mean missing? He was on a scan. A trembling intern replied. He walked out. Or someone took him. We found a syringe on the floor. Clara's chest constricted. She knew instantly this wasn't a random disappearance. Someone had been looking for him. Maybe for years. Maybe they finally found him, and she had spent weeks laughing at him instead of listening. The guilt was unbearable. But then she noticed something. A small object on the floor behind the gurney. Jonah's folded paper. She picked it up, opened it. A new line had been added in shaky handwriting. They found me. If you are reading this, Nurse Clara, the story isn't over. Find the book. Trust no one. Her hands shook violently. Then she turned the paper over and gasped. Drawn in pen was a symbol, one she recognized from the textbook. The insignia of the Iron Crest, still active, still hunting, and now, watching. Clara swallowed hard. The man she mocked had been fighting a war she didn't understand, a war she had accidentally stumbled into. But she knew one thing. She owed him, and she was going to find him or whoever took him. As she walked out of the library, the hospital lights flickered. A cold breeze swept down the hallway, and a shadowy figure stepped past the window outside, wearing a coat marked with the same insignia she had just seen. Clara froze. The figure turned its head slowly, as if it already knew her name.